Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Government of India, to come to the podium and deliver remarks as the guest of honor for the event.
Shri G. Kishan Reddy Ji, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Donor Government of India, Shri Amit Yadav Ji, Shri Jayesh Ranjan, Dr. Shrikar Reddy, all our senior officials from Government of India and the State Government of Telangana, our esteemed guests from the industry associations, from the business community, EPCs, exporting community, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you who've joined us today for this first ever stakeholders outreach program that we are organizing after the conclusion of the two very important FTAs, the India and UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement and the India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement. Well, I thank you not just for joining, but also for the extreme optimism and the enthusiasm that you're showing towards this very important milestone which we have achieved in this very great initiative that the Government of India has taken by taking our bilateral relationships with our top trading partners, UAE and Australia, to the next level. So thank you very much. I would also like to take this opportunity for thanking Farmexcel specially and the other EPCs and the state government, the Department of Industries and IT, who've all put in a lot of effort for making this program, this event, a huge success by bringing all of you here and making this whole event very meaningful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've sat through a plenary discussion, and I'm sure lots of doubts have been cleared. The nitty-gritties of the two FTAs have been explained to you in great detail. And by now, you clearly understand the scope of these two FTAs that we have concluded. What exactly are you going to gain out of it? What are the market access which you're getting out of these two FTAs that we have lately concluded? What are the possibilities and opportunities that exist for you? And how far can you go in making use of the tremendous opportunity which has been made available by the conclusion of these two very, very important comprehensive agreements? And the whole idea is, as our senior officer, our additional secretary, Mr. Amit Yadav ji also explained, that before these two agreements come into effect, you have to be aware completely with each and every detail of these two agreements, and you have to completely understand how you have to get into action so that by the time these two agreements get into effect, you are already prepared and ready to make use of this tremendous opportunity. That is the whole idea of all of us coming together here in the state of Telangana, which is also one of the top exporting states of India. Ladies and gentlemen, India's trade and commerce has been passing through an epochal phase, because with every passing day, we have some of the other big achievement. And it is no mean achievement that we have registered the highest ever annual exports of $669.65 billion, which is a 34.5% jump over the same period last year. The efforts of Ministry of Commerce and Industry have also been lauded for surpassing the 400 billion target which we set for merchandise exports for this year and achieving the target of $419.65 billion. Also, the services exports have achieved the all-time high. and they have been to the tune of $250 billion. This is no mean achievement, ladies and gentlemen, and it makes us extremely enthusiastic. We get even more ambitious, and we set even bigger targets for our exports. And I'm very hopeful that with the support of you all, we will be able to not just achieve, but exceed our targets which we set for exports, because in this big dream of making India self-reliant, Atmanirbhar, as our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji says, exports have a big contribution to make. And exports have become the top priority of this government. Even in the COVID pandemic times, we have been successful in fulfilling our export commitments, including the supply of life-saving drugs and food items to a lot of nations who were facing scarcity of these resources. So India is now being perceived as a trusted partner in the global scenario. And with the conclusion of these two FTAs, we can promote our exports further, and it will enable an even better integration of India into the global supply chains. So, when we signed this very historic CEPA with UAE, I wish to inform this August gathering that this has been the fastest ever negotiated comprehensive agreement, which was just concluded in 88 days. And we are going to be putting it into effect by 1st of May 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very comprehensive, very ambitious agreement, full and deep, covering all aspects of economy. And we have to understand how exactly is it going to benefit our country. This FTA, which we have concluded with UAE, it will cause a tremendous increase in our bilateral trade and our exports. The bilateral trade is projected to increase to $100 billion for merchandise, for goods, and $15 billion for services in the next 5 years. In terms of our exports, our exporting community will have access to newer markets. We all know UAE is a gateway to Middle East, Africa, Europe. So we are gaining newer markets for our export products. As much as 1 million new employment opportunities are going to be created. And the labor-intensive sectors are going to benefit a lot. Sectors like gems and jewelry, textiles, leather, engineering goods, agro-processing, these are just a few to count. So this agreement is going to be a game changer. You've all gone through the contents and the details because it was put in the public domain a month ago. So you very well know that UAE will eliminate tariffs on 97% of its total tariff lines, which will cover 99% of India's exports to the UAE. It is not a small thing at all. And there are so many significant provisions which we are seeing for the first time. I would like to mention them. A separate annex on pharmaceuticals for the first time. Permanent safeguard mechanisms for the first time. So just in case there is a sudden surge of imports and there is a possibility of a serious injury to the domestic industry, we can resort to these permanent safeguard mechanisms. On the special demand of the steel industry, we have kept the provision for melt and pour. That criteria for steel products has been added. All this is happening for the first time. And there is a chapter on digital trade and government procurement. So we've kind of tried to deliver on our promise of taking our bilateral relationships with our top trading partners to the next level. After the conclusion of the CEPA with UAE, we went on to conclude the Economic Cooperation Trade Agreement with Australia, also a very important trading partner of India. And the bilateral merchandise trade as a result of this agreement is expected to reach to $45 to $50 billion by 2026-27, with exports increasing by around 10 billion USD. And creation of employment opportunities of another 1 million. So 2 million employment opportunities are projected to be created as a result of these two very important agreements which we have finalized. And these two back-to-back agreements with our top two trading partners give a big signal to the whole world. It is an example, it is a benchmark that we have set. And that too in the very, very difficult COVID pandemic times with so much of restrictions. I think certainly our negotiators from both sides, they deserve a big, big congratulations for the hard work they have put in to make all this happen. And also the top leadership, not just from India, UAE, Australia, everywhere, because it's their extreme level of commitment and the cooperation which they have extended to our negotiating teams at all times, because of which we have been able to ultimately give a final shape to these two very important agreements. And now, we are trying very hard to operationalize the two. For UAE, I already told you that 1st of May 2022, we will be able to put it into effect. Australia might take a little more time, there are elections, but not too far. That will also happen very soon. So what is the important point? When Government of India has a vision to see this bilateral economic and commercial relationship growing exponentially in the years to come, you have a big contribution to make. You have a huge role to play. There are tremendous opportunities, as I said before, existing in the complementary business ecosystems of UAE and Australia. So much of untapped potential. It is for you to exploit. It is for you to explore. It is for you to make use of. We are doing every bit to make the environment conducive for industry. You know how much we are working on reducing our compliance burden. You know how much Government of India has tried so that we jump from 142nd position to 62nd position in so far as the ease of doing business is concerned. India is now the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. By 2025, we aim to have 250 unicorns in the country. We are trying in every possible manner that there is a business-friendly ecosystem in the country. You know how much India is being preferred as a destination for investment, and so much of investment is coming in for infrastructure only related to connectivity. Whether it is PM Gati Shakti or it is the National Infrastructure Pipeline, National Single Window Portal, these are all efforts which will usher us into the new era, make us look like an economy which is ready for the new age, the next generation. So there is PLI scheme also. You are aware in 14 sectors we have implemented the PLI scheme because we want to transform India into a global manufacturing hub. There is so much that you can make use of. There is an ocean of opportunities available for the business community, for the exporters, for all of you. And we have to work together. This is a collaborative effort. We can't do it alone. The dream of an Atmanirbhar Bharat cannot be realized with Government of India working alone. We have to work hand in hand with the state governments, with the EPCs, with the exporter community, with business bodies, everybody, all of us. It has to be a collective initiative. So I'm very confident that these trade agreements that we have concluded with the two countries, the depth and range of the market access which has been agreed upon by both the countries insofar as the goods and services are concerned, are actually in sync with our very, very exceptional and strategic relationship with both countries. We are also currently negotiating with European Union, UK, Canada, the Gulf Cooperation Council, Israel, and the Southern African Customs Unions, and hopefully we'll be able to conclude few of these by the end of this year. So, as I said before, we all have a contribution to make, and our contribution to global exports is merely 2%. This does not go down well, and this should not go down well with any of us, because India is a huge nation full of resources. Government of India is providing a very supportive environment. So why not make best use of the opportunity and increase our share in the global exports? Today's event is dedicated to all of you, and especially to our MSMEs. This is to give you that piece of information which is very important, because information is power, and information brings growth, development, and prosperity. So make use of this information. We are here to support you, facilitate you in every possible way. My dear friends, we are standing here today in the very, very important state, Telangana. This is one of the top exporting states of India. And if I may quote some data here, in 2021, the GSDP has been to the tune of 6.5 lakh crores. The total exports which were made in 2021 to the tune of 2,10,061 crores. Total exports that India made in 2021, the contribution of Telangana to the merchandise exports was around 3%, and to the services was close to 10%. This is a state where the export to GSDP ratio for the year 2020-21 has been 1.74%. The Export Preparedness Index of Telangana, the ranking, I'm being told, is dropped by 2 places. It is 10th now. The Leeds ranking also is 10th. It's the 5th landlocked states of the country. There are 35 operational SEZs in Telangana, most of them in IT and IT-enabled services. And when I see Telangana in respect of the 2 very important comprehensive agreements that we have concluded, there are 5 top commodities which Telangana exports: pharma, engineering goods, electronics, chemicals, minerals, agro-products. These are the commodities in case of which there are huge opportunities which will now be available for the state. It's a state with a huge potential. I've heard some of your concerns, Jayesh Ranjanji, and we have put a nodal officer in every state. Dr. Shrikar Reddy is the nodal officer for Telangana. Some of your concerns were also briefed to me before we began this meeting. We will certainly try to help you in every possible way. Our nodal officers have a specific job to perform, to look into all the hurdles, all the issues of these state governments, and see what best can be done from their end in removing those bottlenecks and helping you join us in this journey of promoting our exports and contributing to this big vision of creating a $5 trillion economy, which is especially important because today we are in the post-COVID times. And exports and these 2 important agreements we have concluded are going to play a major role in not just the post-economic recovery, but also fueling our future economic growth, contributing to the prosperity of the nation, not just India, but also our partner nations. So coming back to Telangana, I would also appreciate that Telangana is one of the very active states insofar as the districts as exports hubs initiative of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is concerned. You're all aware, my dear friends, Honorable Prime Minister of India, when he spoke to us from the ramparts of Red Fort, he said that every district in India makes a product which is locally produced. We just have to do some quality improvement, value addition, and it may have a great export potential. Our exports will not drop from the sky. They will originate, they will emerge from our districts, maybe from a village, maybe from a small town. So every district has to be converted into an export hub. This is a very, very important initiative. And Telangana has responded very well. This is a state where the implementation of this initiative has been quite a good affair for us in 33 districts of Telangana. Because my DGFT regional authorities are working closely with the state government authorities, and it has been such a beautiful cooperation that in 33 districts, we have been able to already constitute the district export promotion committees. It is remarkable, absolutely praiseworthy. I want to thank your government. And I'm sure if we cooperate like this, like I said before, Telangana has a huge potential, which is why we have come here to assure you that we are there with you. We are there for you. We will facilitate every effort. We will handhold you. And we want the state to contribute more towards this big target of making India self-reliant. And I'm also happy to say that my ministry will be supporting the Federation of Telangana Chambers of Commerce and Industry in organizing the training program on export-import management in 3 cities of Telangana: Hyderabad, Nizamabad, and Warangal. So before I finally conclude, my friends, I urge our exporters, our industry representatives, the EPCs, and all other stakeholders who are here today, come together and leverage on the conducive platforms which have been created with these landmark agreements. We have delivered on our promise of creating a more industry-free environment and ecosystem. It is now your turn to step up and get into action. Your efforts will really take the country forward and fulfill the dreams and aspirations of a prosperous, resilient, and a sustainable future for the country. So thank you very much for being patient, and I'm sure we can all walk the talk, and we can all fulfill the dream and the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your overarching and extremely informative remarks. Thank you so much. I would like to kindly invite our chief guest of the event, Shri G. Kishan Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Development of Northeastern Region, Government of India, to deliver his remarks on the occasion, please. Sir.
In Government of India, my colleague minister, Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Commerce and Industry, Sri Amit Yadav ji, Additional Secretary, Commerce Government of India, Sri Jayesh Ranjan ji, Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce, Sri Srikar Reddy ji, Joint Secretary, Nodal Officer for the State of Telangana, Government of India, and all respected friends, and I would like to start and thanking the Pharmaceutical Exports Promotion Council of India, Ministry of Commerce, Government of India for inviting me today to speak with you. अनुप्रिया पटेल जी बात करने के बाद कोई बात करने का जरूरत ही नहीं है। जितना अनुप्रिया जी आपके सामने व्यक्त किया है, मेरा दृष्टिकोण से एक पूरा डिटेल एक चित्र भारत का आपके सामने रखे हैं।